Now sometimes while retrieving the data, we might not know exactly what data we want, but we might know a part of it. Then if we want to extract the data based on the part of the data, then we are going to use this pattern matching. So for pattern matching, we are going to use the keyword like. So when we are using like, it is used to search for a specific pattern in a column. So what it means is, you need not specify the entire data or entire value of an attribute. You can give a part of the attribute value and you can get the data, right? So for this we are going to use two wildcards. So one is percentile. Percentile represents any sequence of 0 or more characters, and the other one is underscore, and underscore is used to replace a single character. So what it means is, if you want to specify all the names which are starting with A, then you could directly write A percentile. Now in this case, percentile represents 0 or more characters, right? So all the names starting with A will be represented, can be represented by this, right? Now let us say you want to specify that the second character has to be A in a name. Then how we could specify is, first character is anything, right? One underscore will represent that one character. First character can be anything, and the second character has to be A, and other things can be anything. The remaining can be 0 or more string. In this case, if you observe it, the second character in the name is A. Got it? Let us say you want to see the name ending with A. Then how can you write it? Percentile A. This pattern represents all the names which are ending with A. Assume that you want to say that the last but one letter is A, or the last but one character is A. Then starting can be anything, last but one character is A, and it is going to be underscore, right? Now if you are going to write like this, it is last but one character is A, right? So like this, you can specify what pattern of data you want using these wildcards, and you can get the data accordingly. Now let us assume that we have a table like this. It is having name, percentage marks, and rank and email ID. Now from this we want to retrieve the data based on pattern matching. Now let's see how we can do it. Retrieve all the students whose name starts with R. Now we want to get the students whose name is going to start with R. Now how we are going to do it is, select star from student table where name like. So name is the attribute. Like means if the name matches this pattern, then we are going to get it. So like R percentile. So what is the meaning of it? Whenever a student name is starting with R, you are supposed to get all the student details. Now if you observe this, there is only one name which is starting with R. Now all the student details of this particular row will be displayed. Got it? Now let's look at one more query. Display the names of the students who secured 4-digit rank. Now rank is there, right? Rank is the attribute. Now the rank attribute should contain 4 digits, right? How can we specify it? See this. Select name from students where rank like. If I am going to put 4 underscores, right, then it will specify that rank is going to have 4 characters, and we don't care what characters they are, right? Now if you observe this, in this one, only rank which match that pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Therefore all this data will be printed. Okay, I think only name will be printed. Select name means only name will be printed, right? Select name of the students who secured 4 digit. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, therefore Sindhu name will be printed, and then one more, 1, 2, 3, 5 is there, so one more name, Soumya, will also be printed, right? Okay, now let's look at one more query. Sometimes what happens is, if the data really contains percentage, and if you want to specify it, how can you specify? Let us say you want to find out all the where can we have it? Let's say we want to specify a field in which there is there has to be this percentile as the second symbol, right? Now what you can write is, first symbol can be anything, Now if I write directly, second symbol has to be percentile, right? Then there is a chance that this percentile might be misinterpreted as if it is a wildcard, right? What you want is, let us say there is a data field which is containing a%, right? And you are looking for this one, and now you want to specify it like if something is containing percentile at the second location, I want to get it. Then how are you going to specify it? First can be anything and second has to be percentile. If I write like this, it might be misinterpreted as a wildcard, and it might take it as if it is, the data has to have one character and after that 0 or more characters, right? Which means at least one character is the meaning here, right? Now if you want to specify clearly that this percentile here is not a wildcard entry, then you are supposed to write some character there, let us say a backslash, and you are supposed to say that this backslash is used as the escape here, right? And whenever you use that symbol as an escape, and if you mention it, then it means that this cannot be interpreted as a wildcard anymore. You have to take it as if it is part of the data, right? Now let's look at one. Select name from student where marks like 90 backslash percentile escape slash. So what is that they are trying to say is the marks has to be 90%. If anyone has marks like 90%, we are going to take it. See, other way of writing it is directly we can say marks equal to 90%, but then here I want to experiment with like, that is why I am using this way, right? Now if you are going to write like this, it means that this percentage has to be taken as the part of the data, and it should not be interpreted as if it is a wildcard, right? So escape means this is the meaning. And email ID like ABC, again backslash underscore. So again backslash is the escape. Again here also we are saying that the underscore is actually a part of the data, and it should not be considered as wildcard. Therefore if you see this, what we are actually trying to ask is, we want the names of all students whose marks are 90%, right, or like 90%, and email ID starts with ABC underscore, and then any number of characters here, 0 or more characters, and then there should be an @ and then any number of characters here, and then there should be a dot, and then any number of characters here. That is the meaning of it, right? Now if you look at the table, if there is anything that is satisfying here, yeah. Now Ravi is having 90%, right? Therefore let us say the value is 90%. Now Ravi is having marks 90%, and his email ID is starting with ABC underscore and then some number of characters, and then @ is there, and again some number of characters dot some number of characters. Therefore this one will be selected, got it? And from that name will be printed, got it? Okay. Now similar to like, we even have not like. So in like we are going to select the rows whenever we are going to get a particular value matching the given pattern, and in not like we are going to select the rows whenever a particular attribute is not matching the given parameter or the given pattern. For example, if you say in this one, if I write not like here, not like, so what is the meaning of this query will be is, you are going to get the students whose name does not start with R. That is the meaning of it, which means in this case these two will be printed, right? This will not be printed. So not like means it is just the complement of like. So whatever rows were selected by like, exactly the remaining rows will be selected by not like, and the data you can see what you have to print, and you can print it accordingly, got it? Okay.